good afternoon and welcome. We are streaming, and so we're going to go ahead and get started here by welcoming everyone to the press conference for something really exciting, the Time 2023 Inventions of the Year, and one of the incubator companies, Naqi Earbuds. So to begin, I'd like to welcome the President of Harrisburg University, Dr. Eric Dahl.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate those that are here today. Dave, thank you for being here. This is an amazingly exciting day for Harrisburg University. Pennsylvania should be pleased. Dave Segal, his family, Naqi Logix family, but really, this is a great day for dreamers, for inventors, and founders. This is a day that we talk about an invention, an earbud, a device that will change lives for the better, millions of lives for the better. This is truly an exciting recognition for Dave Segal and for Naqi Logix. This invention will create access where access doesn't exist today. It will allow those that have serious limitations to live better lives than perhaps they even imagined for themselves. This is truly a revolutionary new device, new invention. Naqi is, as I say, is changing lives. And it was founded right here in central Pennsylvania. It just shows you that dreamers, inventors, with the right support, with the right ecosystem around them, can do amazing things that will change the world around them right here in central PA. The Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship at Harrisburg University provides that community, provides the resources for dreamers and inventors that live here in central PA to change their world and to change the world around them. And that's really what this recognition of Time Magazine Invention 2023 Invention of the Year is all about. So this news today should further excite and fuel other dreamers and inventors and founders that are in our community and we know exist. So Harrisburg University and the Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship is here to support you and your dreams and how you want to change the world around you for the better. Thank you very much. I'd like to introduce Executive Director of the Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, J.J. Moon. Jay?
Thanks, Eric. This is extraordinary innovations changing our lives. That's amazing to have that behind me as, I stand here with this, CIE, which was started 3 years back. And a lot of those, today's credit goes back to Dave and his incredible journey. I remember this meeting that we had and to where we are with, him being part of a $100 million company and building a team that is spread across the U.S. So, three things I quickly want to share. One, they say it takes a village to raise a child, the same way it takes a village to raise great entrepreneurs. The challenge is, in many places, the villages exist, but the right kind of people don't. So, thanks to President Dar for creating that base or a foundation on which the CIA was able to build, and we brought together a few people. Second, from 3 years back, when this was a blank sheet of paper and a concept of let's see if we can support a few founders, to today, when we have 15 plus 16 founders today, and we have had over 250 applications. Because of our limited resources, we can't support anybody, all of them, but we are hoping that as we grow and there are more resources coming in, we'll be able to support more. So the 16 founders today, and of them, the people who have been here longest through our programs, including Dave and the others, have collectively raised about 10 million in venture capital. And 3 to 4 of those companies are now in the process of closing their first customers. So again, it's been an incredible journey to have this. And the third is we had a recent press meet, and one of the founders came up and said, she walked in as a struggling founder in the CIE and walked out as a CEO. So, I told her I'm borrowing that, so that's our tagline, we hope. So people with the concept walking in and being able to build out a great company and walking out as CEOs of great ventures. And let me wrap up by what I started out with. It takes a village. It's the right kind of people that builds the system. In most of the places, one of the biggest missing pieces is capital. Access to capital, access to the right kind of institutional capital. People who know what it takes, not just putting in money, but what it takes to drive the company and help them scale up. So I think of CI as the starting point, but then after CI, where do they go? Where do they raise money? So we are incredibly lucky in this region for somebody who is really passionate about startup founders to go out and raise a venture fund when nothing like that existed, and having invested in a whole set of companies. People usually, say, talk the talk versus actually walk the walk. And Martin Fedorko is somebody who has done that along with Alexa. We are lucky enough to have both of them here, and I'll welcome Martin to say a few words about White Rose Ventures and what he has been able to do and what he's seeing in this week. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you everyone for being here today. As Jay mentioned, my name is Mark Fedorko, and I'm the managing partner of White Rose Ventures. And honestly, this is an incredible day today for a number of different reasons. White Rose Ventures is a network-driven venture firm. We invest across the state now through our fund, the White Rose Impact Fund. Naqi was part of the first cohort of investments that we made out of the White Rose Impact Fund. And our history with Dave goes actually back before, at least my history. I was lucky enough to hear a pitch from Dave for Naqi in the 2017, 2018 timeframe, something like that. It was the first time I ever heard a startup pitch here in this region, period. And I remember listening to it and talking about it and thinking, okay, so Dave, what's the problem here? He goes, I can't find any money. That was the first aha moment that I had for folks like him, and what we knew was here in this region, but just didn't have quite enough support to get things moving. Our investment in Naqi is possible because of our region's most influential organizations and investors and their ability to rethink how they invest in our region and its entrepreneurs. As everyone said up here, innovation is ubiquitous. It doesn't happen in just Silicon Valley or Boston or New York. When you have a functioning ecosystem that has capital and support, like what Jay and Harrisburg University is doing here at CIE, the sky's the limit for any region and any investor in this country. Central Pennsylvania and its biggest stakeholders are incredibly proud. Before I introduce Dave, please watch this brief video about Naqi Logic.
It's the breakthrough to control the digital devices all around us. The Naqi-powered earbud control a wheelchair and other mobility devices with subtle facial micro-gestures or head movements. The Naqi earbud senses the signals from micro-gestures and movements. It turns them into instantaneous commands. Replace the mouse, traditional joysticks, keyboards, voice commands, and puff straw technologies with touch-free and voice-free commands. Naqi. It's the earbud technology that changes everything.
With Naqi, we wanted to reimagine the way users command, control, and navigate computers in a way that is completely invisible, without looking at anything, without speaking to anything, and without touching anything. Without using a keyboard, and without using a mouse, and without using a joystick. I wanted to start with something simple, as simple as a game like Pong, and then build from there, and to create capabilities that people use every day. So this is a game called Breakout. It's a super fun but simple game that only has two inputs, left and right. And here I'm controlling the game with nothing but the Naqi Earbud. Controlling it at the same level that somebody would with a joystick or a mouse, but I'm not touching anything. So this is a game called Century Age of Ashes with Mom No Hands. This game has up, down, left, and right, and 2 fire inputs for a total of 6. You can breathe fire, and you can shoot fireballs through the mouth. And you can control this game with nothing but the Naqi Earbud. So let's go shopping. What I'm going to do is launch up Chrome, browse to Amazon, and let's go shopping for some t-shirts. Add it to the cart, and buy. Let's send an email using Naqi. And no voice, Microsoft Pay.
Oh, boy. I never thought I'd be at a podium for a day like this. First things first, I want to thank Eric, President of HU, Jay, and also Mark. And I met Harris Ventures at the same time, basically, I met here at Harrisburg University. And suffice to say, all I had was, I think, a very good idea, because I thought it was a good idea. And it's also safe to say, probably everybody else thought I was crazy. And without support for people like Eric and like Harris Ventures, and without getting coaching from people like Jay, I'm confident that I would be here in front of everybody. Just like Jay said, it takes a village of people, not only to raise a kid, but help grow a company. This is all my village. So it's not just Naqi's honor, it's really all of theirs as well. So I'd like to give everybody a round of applause for their It's also a great day for my friend Keith, who I met week 1 here at the Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Penn State Health introduced me to this gentleman named Keith Parsons. It was probably safe to say maybe one of the more challenging spinal cord injuries. Spends most of his day laying face down in bed. And imagine coming into an incubator and the very first thing you do is meet somebody who has that level of spinal cord injury where they can't even sit upright in a wheelchair. And Keith told me very early on, hey, this is probably one of my last stops before I'll do for a brain implant. So it's not only a big day for White Rose Ventures, Harrisburg University, and Naqi, but it's also a big day for my friend Keith. It's also a huge day for Sam Sullivan, the former mayor of Vancouver, who's on Naqi's board of directors, who was recently quoted last week saying, I waited my whole life for something like Naqi, which, by the way, was a huge honor. And it's not just Sam, it's millions of other people around the world every single day who rely on assistive technology just to get through their day. Naqi is a next generation neural interface that allows users to silently and visibly command, control, and navigate not only computers and wheelchairs, but smart homes, your whole Internet of Things, the metaverse, robots, and to do so in a way where you're not looking at anything, you're not using voice commands, and you're not touching anything. Naqi works by detecting a series of nearly invisible facial and head movements, as well as the electrical signals that they make that pull somebody into what we call an invisible user interface. And the best way to describe that is almost like an invisible Rubik's Cube, where every small cube that makes up that Rubik's Cube could be almost any execution phase. So it's a fully extensible, I would say, neural and human technology interface that allows somebody to control a limitless number of devices, and with each device nearly a limitless number of functions. And we've done this by building this neural interface into a wearable that has already won the wearable space. smart earbuds. The ability to put in a pair of smart earbuds and have what appears to be a telepathic and command of everything, and it almost appears like it's a superpower. And in fact, we built that into our messaging that Naqi provides. Everybody relies on this type of technology, a new superpower to control the world. Lastly, I'd like to thank Time for the honor, for the research and everything to not only put together a list like this every single year, but to bestow such an honor on Naqi Language Ventures and Harrisburg University. It truly is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Thank you very much.